This is Alcohol Mastery. My name's Kevin O'Hara, and today we're going to talk about the touchy subject of non-alcoholic beers. The fundamental question is, are you going to be helped or hindered by non-alcoholic beers? Some people will say that they're actually helped because they help to wean you off alcohol, much the same way as nicotine patches or nicotine chewing gum will help to wean you off smoking. Other people say it's only pandering to the little evil monster that's inside your brain telling you to have another drink. You might be wanting to have a non alcoholic beer because you still want to be with your mates down the pub and you don't want to be left out while they're drinking their pints. So let's look at some of the pros and the cons. The pros first. Uh, you can drive drinking this stuff because there's only a very small amount of alcohol. You're also not going to get kidney disease, liver failure, or any of the other bad shit that can happen to you if you're an alcoholic. Some of the cons include the anticipation of alcohol. This is something that your brain does. Talk about that in a minute. It tastes like piss water. Um, Non-alcoholic beer is good for non-alcoholics, not for alcoholics. There's also talk that non-alcoholic beer could actually cause a placebo effect in your brain. So something flips over in your brain when you're drinking this non-alcoholic stuff. It expects to get an alcoholic rush, and you experience drunkenness. So maybe it's not such a good idea to drive after all. In reality, you need to start looking for different things to do with your life. If you're just going down to the pub to be with your mates and you're looking for a substitute for the drink in order not to feel left out, there's something wrong with that because you're not getting anything out of it. If you take the alcohol out of your situation, take the alcohol away from the pub for you, what does it leave there? Because all you're going to have at the end of the day is still that empty feeling inside. Your mates are all getting pissed and you're not. How long is that going to last? To me, the biggest problem is feeding the little monster inside my head. It's the anticipation of alcohol. To give you an example, I was reading a book about Spain the other day called Iberia by James Michener, and he's a very descriptive writer. And he was talking about all the different facets of Spain that appealed to his senses. And as soon as he mentioned Rioja wine, my mind just flipped a switch inside, and I don't know, all these chemicals, as they say, started getting into my pleasure centers. And I could see this glass of burgundy liquid in my hand. I could smell it. I could taste it. And I started questioning my resolve. I started asking myself, am I doing the right thing? I mean, do I really need to quit? Maybe I can just quit for a couple of months and cut down and, there'll be no problem. But like I say, I've a serious problem and I don't ever want to go back on alcohol again. So I know at the bottom of every one of those non-alcoholic beers or pretend wines, there's always going to be that little monster saying, yeah, there's something missing here. You need something else. So I, for one, won't be going near anything like that. So thanks for staying all the way to the end of this video. If you're on YouTube, click on the subscribe button down below, or give us a like, or leave a comment, or even come to the website. There's a link down below. You can go to the longer article. If you're on the website, leave a comment, ask any questions you want, and if I can be of any assistance to you in any way, I'll do the best that I can. This is Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com.